sign the lease on this piece.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Oh my God, hi. So I do this thing where I feel like I'm the victim in a lot of situations when I'm not really the victim. Let me explain. So being in the music industry, it's very evident that a lot of it is about talent, but a lot of it is about who you know. And so I have a really hard time networking because this may come as a shock to you, but I'm actually kind of an introvert. I'm kind of shy. I was a really shy kid. As I got older, I was forced to be an extrovert based on some of the jobs I've had. And obviously, being on stage, you want to be more of an extrovert as well. And something happens when I get on stage where I'm not really introverted anymore. But anyways, in networking situations or in rooms full of people that I feel uncomfortable in, I tend to take this sort of like victim / prey mentality that everyone there is out to get me, or everyone, not that they're out to get me because that sounds like paranoia, but everyone there is like hates me, and they're looking at me and they're saying, look how fat that thing is. Who is he? Who does he think he is? He's not that great of a singer. He's not that great of a songwriter. And all of this is just like inner sabotage. But last fall, I put this little sticky note on my bathroom mirror that says, be the predator, not the prey. Because that was sort of a motto that I adopted when I was going through this sort of like severe introversion phase where I was sort of self-sabotaging myself, but also felt like the world hated me and that I was sort of taking a back seat in situations, and it would keep me from being free and open and pushing forward. And so, sorry. So I just, for those listening on the podcast and not watching, I just hit the plant. Anyways, so I started to say this motto, be the predator, not the prey, because I felt like the prey in situations. I felt like I was just constantly getting eaten up, and not in a good way. And so I've tried to have this sort of like predator mentality. And when I say that, I want to make it known that I don't mean predator in like a negative way. Like, I'm not preying upon people. I'm not going after people and purposefully attacking them for some need or desire that I have. It's not like murder or like the predator as we, think of it nowadays. But what I'm thinking of is like when you think of like a lion and you think of sort of like, I don't know, like what do they eat? Gazelles? Isn't that Tom Brady's ex-wife? But when you think about those two things, like the gazelle's always looking over his shoulder to make sure that the lion isn't like coming to get him. And he's sort of paranoid. He's constantly like, well, I got to tiptoe around the world. Like that's just part of my life. And I felt like the gazelle in so many situations and really just walking through life. I felt like the gazelle. But then I was like, I'm not a gazelle. I'm a triple Leo and an Enneagram 3. I'm a freaking lion. Okay? So now I'm like walking through, or I'm trying to, I'm not saying I'm doing it every day, but I'm trying to walk through life with this sort of like lion mentality, predator mentality that's like, I can conquer anything and I own this piece. This piece, I own it. Sign the lease on this piece. So yeah, be the predator, not the prey. That's what I'm trying to work on. What are you trying to work on? I'll talk to you tomorrow.